Hey y'all, let's get started. So I'm using the Neoxin hair treatment spray. It's a heat protectant, also good for dandruff. I have keratin. I got it back in October. So I always make sure I use products that moisturize my scalp. And then I'm just brushing it all the way through, well, spraying it all the way through, and then I'm going to use the blow dry brush to straighten my hair a little bit, blow it out so it's just easier to lay flat. And I brought this off of TikTok, but I also have one in my Amazon link down below. All the products that I will be using is in my Amazon link, so click that if you want to use the same products that I use on my hair, how I take care of my hair during having the keratin in it, and also yeah, for growth. So this is all the products that I use to grow my hair as well and keep it maintained and keep it healthy. So next I'm using my favorite, it's Bio Silk Serum. I use this on my hair all the time. I've been using this since I was around like 13 years old. And you can also use it on your body as well. I put like a quarter size amount because I have a lot of hair, and yeah, I just put it all through my scalp down to my roots, and it keeps it nice and silky. And then I also use like these rubber band, the ones with the hard grip, just to make sure everything stays in place and it doesn't pop. So yeah, I'm gonna eventually get my hair braided by the Africans by me because I cannot braid for nothing. So this is what I do to lay my wigs flat. In the meantime, for work, I'm pressed on time, so I didn't really style it in this video, but I just wanted to show you guys a easy way to say if you're in a time crunch or can't braid. So I put it in these 4 plaits pretty much. To update, the next day I actually put it in 5 plaits because it still was giving like a little lump on the top. But yeah, just make sure you add any extra plaits and to make it really flat if you have a lot of hair like me. And then I just tie that at the end as well with another rubber band. So I'm just going to do the same process for the rest of my hairs. Okay, so let's get into this wig. This is everything I came with, and I got it off of Amazon. So when you click the wig, I have it in the link below. You want to make sure that you change the options to the 5x5 glueless wig, because I accidentally got the lace front one, and I cannot stand having glue or any, like, residue in my baby hairs and my scalp, because I have a lot of baby hairs. So you just want to make sure you do the 5x5 glueless body wave wig. So this is actually from Yilkie, I believe that's how it's called. Here, and yeah, I got the 28 inch. It was only around like $75. It might be 80 or something like that with tax. And yeah, they delivered it literally the next day. She feels soft, she doesn't have any smell to it, and it did come a little, I would say, lifted at the end of the glueless, so I had to cut a little bit off because I didn't have mousse to lay it down. But I'm gonna eventually get mousse. I only snipped like a little piece that was just lifting a little bit. So that is the wig band and everything that it came with. It came with two caps, which was a little darker than my skin tone, so I used makeup to lighten it up, as you'll see later. And then that is the band that's gonna keep our hair in place. And that is the Anastasia makeup stick. This one is actually a shade too light for my skin, so I just use it for my wigs now. I don't know if I'm gonna get one that is the next shade, because I don't know, I need a foundation. I don't really need foundation, to be honest with you, so I might not get any other one. But yeah, so you just want to make sure that you are getting all the appropriate makeup colors to make it really look like scalp. So what I do, I actually put it on the wig cap, and this is me using my Anastasia. Actually, no, this is actually my Morph palette that I'm just going to coat on top with some powder, so that way the foundation don't really get messy on my head and stay in place, and so the wig won't, slip back. And I'm going to also use some of that powder to put on the lace of the wig, so that way it can look like scalp. So next you want to you want to make sure that the wig is, in the middle. I thought it was, I don't know what I was seeing. So yeah, I cut the lace a little bit, like I said. And then you're going to take your best tweezers and start plucking her down. You want to make sure that it lays flat. It was way too much hair at the top, especially, with what I have to deal with the plaits. So I'm basically making more space in the hairline that was already plucked. I'm just replucking her, girl, because they don't pluck enough. So we want to take most of the hair off. but make sure you don't bald her. So you want to do it in like sparingly parts. So I'm gonna add more concealer, and as you can see, this is my favorite concealer, Pat McGrath, and this one matches my skin tone tremendously. Yeah, it broke on me in the middle of doing this. Right, Pat McGrath. I can't believe it either. But I had it for a long time, so it was probably overdue, to be honest. I had a little bit of concealer left in there, but I just wanted to get something that would like really match my shade. So I was kind of over it. This is what you do when you do your hair last minute and rushing for work. So if you can relate, like, share, and subscribe because we're gonna have to make it do what it do, right? So yeah, I just use a rat tail comb to make sure that the hair is coming out. And I'm not going to brush it out yet because I still have way more to pluck. That is way too much hair in the front. You want to make it like it's actually coming out of your scalp. And even the next day when I came home, I even plucked more because, like I said, I was in a rush in this video. So yeah, I started using the Anastasia powder just to try to blend her in more with my skin. So yeah, try to pluck as much as you can, like I said, and then once you're done plucking, you're just gonna brush all of that plucked hair out to make sure that you won't be walking around with shedding hair. And this wig is pretty good. It didn't shed, it didn't move my whole shift with work because I work overnight, so I was like throwing the hair around, tussling my hair all over the place. I also secured it with some bobby pins in the sides just to make sure because I'll be moving around and stuff, and yeah, I just didn't want it to move. But I should have had placed it a little bit more to the center of it, but it's fine. But yeah, it's you see a little lump there. That's because I needed that extra plait, which I put in the next day. So I did actually 5 plaits, 5 braids, or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, it was more flat the next day. But I'm just going to show you guys how it looked. And not so bad for a 20-minute wig install. This is how it looked after, and this is it on the train, and I also did it in the backlight. So like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and let me know if you want to see more.